for the free orb. I'll take that. Something we will definitely notice a lot in this game is that there's going to be an absolute spam of orbs, but in the meantime, it's a spam of ghost shots going accurately into the face of Cryptics, putting another one down. Link and Yuppie are the only two to make a difference right now for Liquid, as Link will try, turn around, finds the dink, but it ain't it. This leaves it down to the lonely but very skillful Finn. Here's a player just to his left-hand side, but look how they fortified that ground. Of course it is Yuppie. He's taking shots from left, right, and center. Isn't sucked in yet, but has to take a long way around. And this is gonna be a clutch that I don't see happening. At the same time, never say never.
No, I'm gonna say never. You might say never say never. If he manages to win this one, I think we just end the game here, because this is a 1 versus 5. He's going to walk into an alarm bot as well, which will give all the information over to AIM DLL if he decides to go that way. And even if he doesn't, you look at the current positioning, he's going to have to basically jump down into his opponent's face. So even though they've managed to stack things up onto the C site, I just don't see a way that he's going to be able to avoid all of these remaining players. Decent read, but it doesn't matter. The advantage is always going to go the way of B.
On the Turkish side, Aslan eliminating Scream is not getting much more than that, as Yuppie also wants a piece of the cake, but is eliminated by Russ. This is where the Marshall has its wonderful one-shot potential. And the funny thing for me right now, Tom, is right here. You see that they know pretty much what's happening over here on the C side for sure. At the same time, look how much they left over on the A side. Okay, you know what? I want to say something tactical. Somewhat doable. Spikes hitting the ground. The alarm bot knows that someone is flanking, and this is where the better weaponry comes in, because as mentioned, Russ has no more daggers left. 8 points of health. Now finally the Vandal in hand, but that retake ain't be that easy, because they still gotta make that move. Turret's gonna make it. Yeah, but it's Aslan and MDLL actually getting the dink. I'm taking that one back. It looks possible. Cryptic's now gonna turn up. He does turn up. One more to the right-hand side. 8 HP. Make it 2 on Russ. And it is way too close for a full buy on Team Liquid.
Trying to deny the latter, and actually it hasn't really worked so well. Yuppie's going to have to try and push through, and instead he's just caught from it. The remaining players holding back, and the Seeker's expended in an attempt to maybe pick one off. The spray from Scream, actually not going to be finding much, but it's Cryptics instead. The flash even catching his teammate, and they're just defusing. They've denied the first, but there's still plenty of players that could jump on Russ, and Lego finding kill after kill, and they're defusing this spike. The spam almost comes through. In fact, it does catch it. Is there time left for Russ? I think he's just about got it, and it will be the round to BBL.
Time to once more find success. Here comes the divide. Aslan is joining. Here is his ult, and they're all spotted. It is Aslan finding one after another. Russ is joining that. Means Cryptics and Soulcast are the only two. Oh, Russ is actually saving it. And it's working again and again. The defuse in favor of BBL.
Dicey. They don't have the ultimates to clear out. They don't have those cheesy strategies to play through. And the crossfires working out this time. Lego, however, does manage to pick one from the heavens. But if they're going to go for this, they need to move now. And instead, they've opted just to make things costly. And Scream trying to clear them out. But it will still be every man falling for Liquid. Things up and move into A. Lego already actually hits the instant headshot. A player obviously hit an has just destroyed Liquid, left them running away. Cryptics once again has to try and clutch this one out. A 1 versus 3. It's been good so far, but I'm not sure I believe in this one.
Especially when, you know, you gaze into the barrel of Ruz. I believe, Tom. Either way. Let's take a look at that. DLL, time, frags found, another whiff, but unfortunately, there's a dart coming. You know, Scream was even finding another headshot at AIM. This is usually a free frag. This is usually where Scream go kill works so perfectly well. And Russ again, finding the easy one. Scream eliminated as well. Both Killjoy ults are out. Sure, that's nice and great, but Cryptics doesn't stand a chance when there's also the ult
of
Sova coming in. They're both sucked in, and they're detained now. This is so unfortunate. The last player. The dart doesn't take a single bullet through that smoke. And as Russ and Co enter it, they still overcome the majority. It's only one man, it's Yuppie. Unfortunately, he has not been so active throughout this game yet. As a Jet, you would usually expect him somewhere on top of the scoreboard, close or nearby, second place maybe. But this is now his chance. This is now his possibility to overcome the Turkish opposition, to be able to show that he is still here on the server, that he is still there to pick it up. And suddenly he gets stinged, 20 points of health, a bit of the edge of the smoke. He was a bit on the edge of the corner. He can't find it. And the 4K from Russ in the pistol. I know where Cryptix is. The dart eliminated immediately. And there's Yamp finding a frag. This is the operator of the Finn. Starting when needed, though he's already been taken out of the equation. Russ tries his best, but 1 point of health. Is it gonna be Link falling? Ain't the case. You predicted it, here it comes.
The run it back going straight in. He's running into a stack of players. They were waiting for him. They were watching to try and find the peak, and Russ just goes alone. He is tearing them a new one. Every time they face his crosshair is another death for Liquid. And Cryptix, he's been the saving grace, the shining light. But he's gonna get nothing! See you later! Russ is on the server.
Be ambitious to turn things around. Right now, it is Link who can turn things around. They pretty much line up for him. Unfortunately, it's not enough, but he dealt a good bit of damage. That is now going to be Cryptix having the possibility to make a change. I think the spike goes down either way. And here comes the run it back. Ain't enough. AIM-DLL can strike as well. 3 more seconds to make it different. It ain't happening. And now Kiro is actually fairly close. He made a good move. Still, it's not enough time. He finds that flick. Does he find the frag? It's not enough. Cryptix makes them stay alive. It's 6 more, though, that have to be found right now by Liquid. A game close, Tom.
Yeah, I don't really see a way out of this. They're going to have to wait down the lockdown. They've got nothing to deny it. And Aslan, he doesn't even care. Still facing off against them, knowing the angles they'll be playing. And the Seekers, they're expended. They need it here. They need it now. Link, he'll at least be able to find one. A second as well. It would need to be an ace for him to close this out. And he's brought it back to 3. The fact is, though, the time almost seems to be gone. He doesn't know where the remaining couple of players are, and even if he did, it would have been the Hunter's Fury to end it. BBL come in with a statement map. They are here to fight within the EMEA region, and I'll be honest with you, Zesh, they made that one look easy. To isolate Heaven, a smart play from them, but they got to clear both players from underneath. It is an instant trade, though. Only 1 kill going their way. The turret also watching for Soulcast that he has to break to be able to get back into spot. He's got a shock dart to try and clear out some of the lower angles, and actually, see you later, Kiro. He's gone too.
Excellent dart right here coming out of the bow of Soulcast. Now maybe they get a bit more information to finally get that retake going and start the momentum their way. And with this one, they should definitely know they're just waiting underneath. Oh, it's Lego who's not hitting his shot initially, but then he makes it work in combination with AIM-DLL.
Their opponents, and some of them have already been scanned.
I mean, that was a wonderful wallbang. Lego just up here there on his wall, elevated to take them all 1 by 1. Man equalized it is. Russ also taken back into the equation, which basically is a big threat right here to Team Liquid. And Carol getting a lot of damage right here from the dart. Scream is at it again. It's now, though, Russ who might just change the pace of this game. Surely he has been the one who always brought BBL back into the place where they want to be. Find Soulcast as well. And this is where the Turkish Jet could show his masterclass, but not against Scream. First round finally coming in for Liquid, and it's about goddamn time. The breaks against them that easily. And as there's no stopping, Aslan gets a lot of room for free, seemingly not very much on the radar right here for Team Liquid. As he takes his ult to gain some control over on B, it's done with ease. And that leads to the possibility of a 5th, with not too many obstacles in the way. It is Scream within the Sheriff, Yampy on his ult, but the daggers, will they make a difference? It would be now time to start that, otherwise it will be the 5th. First one out, that's Aslan eliminated, and Yampy's going for more! He even finds the 4th! But Lego still has a say in this, and he's got his ult. And Hunter's Fury might just make a difference. As for now, Cryptix needs to make a difference. Could still have his lockdown. Not going to use it because he's going to be overrun any second soon. Caro's taking him out. And suddenly we're in a 3v3. Make it a 2v3 right here for Liquid.
Spike planted.
Well, you wanted the lockdown, you've got it. Scream. He's going to try and battle before, and actually, he's taken 2 with him. They're going to put the pressure onto AIM-DLL. He's being caught out by the Molotov, holding his ground, but he can't quite keep it. 3 players watching. You have to look at Liquid and say there shouldn't be a chance here.
Oh, and Link. What an unfortunate whiff. And besides the fact that they have a man advantage, they still have also the advantage of few more ults. Scream still trying to go for the wall banks. Ain't working right now. And as they're held up for the moment, here comes his ult. Same one that also is right now brought in. It seems like Soulcast tries to deny him, but only aim DLL they find. And Kiro finally eliminated. Aslan has to do a lot of stuff right now. I think he even dinked. Yampi taken out, DLL back in the game. Cryptix tries his best, but Soulcast is here to assist. And the back and forth goes on and on. They know where Sova stands. The only issue right now here for the boys from Turkey is the spikes on the other side of the wall. They can't just run to A, no chance. And it could be possibly that they're waiting right now for the dart. Here it comes. They know nobody's on side, and that should give them exactly the idea where they are. Missing him by a millisecond, but Lego knows how to take it.
He does have a cheeky blade storm instead. Scream going to be pushing all the way through. Drops one and a second as well for Scream. They're going to take this round into his own hands. The Molotov smartly used, and Yampi, well, want to make sure that he has something maybe a little bit extra alongside that blade storm. This is so much information. Only 2 players remaining, and they've already got a fast flank. The push going to be coming in, and there's Molotov also into the corner again. Nothing that Kiro could do. Scream has dominated this round, and Liquid have their 4th. No afterplant positions, really. They're just all stuck in the back of the site. There's no Molotov, unfortunately, for Scream, so he won't be able to force them out this time. And already aimed DLL is making things awkward. The swing gives Yumpy a way back in, and now Scream looks to make his move. The sneak back, a double headshot from Scream. This is why we look at this man as one of the best players in Europe. It's 6-6 at the line, and this time, Liquid are making it close. He's still dinked by Russ, even though he was dashing away. That's the spike down as well, Zesh. This is already an issue for their side, and with both players dead, they're actually going to be trying to wrap him from behind. Russ already with his 3rd kill of a round. They've managed to hold him down for the majority of this map, but it seems like he's looking to shine, and Scream this time won't be able to bail Liquid out. It's another pistol.
Yeah, it definitely does seem so, and it works perfectly. One taken out, that is Scream, and there is the wall. Yeah, it's going to be eliminated within seconds. Does he find Soulcast? No, he doesn't, but look how much he slows them down. This is not only the wall, but they're also slowed in the ice. Good information for sure, as Russ is there with his rifle. He most definitely is able to do more with that, but look at it. The dart is perfect. Yumpy's also joining that one. And with 19 and 92 points of health, I don't know if there's too much impact left. Surely there is. When Russ is on the score, when Russ is on the battlefield, yes, there is still something to do. But
the side this time, we saw them giving it up, but now he's going to come under pressure, needs to kill off Scream, it seems, but instead, actually, he ignores him and waits for Yumpy. It's still only going to be a one and done, but Link falls at the same time, and Scream, he just about gets away with that one. I thought the ult was going to run out just before. Again, though, it's the retake, Zesh.
It is the retake. It is Soulcast taking a long way around, but not using it for a flank from short, for example. And they're waiting. They're taking their time. And as the reinforcement has arrived in the form of Soulcast, it is Kero who would need one more frag for his ult. If that's gonna make a change, we're gonna find out. And the little wall, the small one right here on the spike, is now getting away. Cryptix knows how to deny it further and further. They're all just coming from the same position. Second Nodder Swarm is in, and he tries to elevate his teammates. Does so, but this is just right now a shooting gallery that has opened up. Kara eliminated. A 2v2 it still is. And Soulcast and Scream, they want to deny it. Here comes the flash, no more vision, and only one man. Aim DLL will try, but it might be the 11th. It is the 11th for Team Liquid.
Everything. He's going to be tapping through the wall, forcing Yampy off the angle. And with both remaining players isolated to the site, we're in the same retake again.
Absolutely nasty stuff, and Scream is back at it again, but now it's only down to Kero. Shot whiffed, and this is giving him a lot of movement freedom. But he's not expecting Ling to just wait. Down to Russ now to make a difference. Though the Turkish side fairly wounded, they find still a few frags left, right, and center. And it's Russ who somewhat brings it back. This only leaves it to Link, as well as to Cryptix. One of them on 46 points of health. You talked about it being as thin as paper, and this seems to be where Russ was trying to abuse it. It ain't happening right now. Wanted to deny that nano swarm, but it ain't happening, and it's surely Russ we have all our eyes on, because he usually was the component in that wonderful working machine of BBL that was working without any malfunction. It's him alone who can withstand the pressure. 13-8, Liquid are back on track to some degree, but definitely they are back alive here, Tom. Is actually coming fairly close. Ain't happening though. Here's the flank, but is it making a change?
I'll see you later, Link. That's already one man to the good, but Yampy's still going. We know how powerful he can be in these pistols. Cryptix has the cross and manages to drop one. It leaves just a couple of players remaining, trying to bring this back for the side of BBL. We know the momentum they were able to garner off pistols. In map number 1, AIM DLL has already dropped another, but it's left with Scream and Soulcast separated by a multitude of the side. Russ already manages to peek off one, but the problem is the time. He needs Scream to peek him, and he will, and it doesn't matter in the end. Scream brings home the pistol. Liquid
pretty much intimidated by the Belgian. But that is Scream again and again and again. He will strike. Adil is not to be stopped, and the aiming machine from Belgium is taken out at one point. Russ still tries. He's on a double. That could make much more, and it could be the third for BBL. He's solving it, but here's the molly, and that's nasty, but that's exceptionally good. Link, with one piece of utility, is denying it all.
See, the thing I love about that round is because the...
And you mentioned quite well, they still adapt differently to not playing with a Sentinel. Here you see the orbital strike coming in, and this obviously gives them some freedom because the bathroom players can't escape. They are aware where they stand, but this is Russ with the no-scope. Man only needs left mouse button for it, as our Cryptix still shines. Another with no-scope? Nope, make it a quick one. 3 frags found. The quad is just around the corner, but AIM DLL is stealing it. And they'll enter. Here come the brimstone smokes. Russ will try. Low HP he is, and he might be just killed in the process. Aslan with what a frag through Soulcast, as Russ at the same time is not whiffing at all. Cryptix eliminated, but still 5 players. Okay, make it 4. Now back alive. Scream taken out of the equation, and they're getting back.
A really solid round from BBL.
That's good information gained. As though Russ comes around, that could be Link eliminated, and that is also Cryptix out. No, it ain't happening. The Daggerstone hits, and as they try their best, surely it's good information gained, but is it gonna make a difference is the question. AMDLL can't just easily push through this. He's low HP. Soulcast assists Scream, and Lambs belongs to Liquid. 6-4, and the 8th is in range.
Used to their aid. Now they've left Scream behind to deny any rotations back in that direction. AIM DLL in a good spot, but he can't do anything versus Cryptix. The afterplant is going to ensue once again, and should we just call it here because BBL have struggled in these scenarios?
Yeah, and it seems like Russ is hearing you, and yeah, well, I don't agree with you, Tom. He's gonna continue, but he can't finish it because then again it's Snakebite, and it is the left click from the classic. Or Yampy tries, but Scream is closing the case. 8
with the frenzies. There goes the escape. Now they bait for Scream! And this is where he just gets that double kill. The worst thing as well, if they want to push through this, they have to then take the huge amount of damage that you know you receive. So instead, they're going to go wrapping back. And actually, this time, that could be the play. There's not anyone there. Soulcast has been caught off, turning it into a 3 versus 3. But they've got to get onto this site, and they've got to do it fast. AIM DLL is doing a great job. And actually, he's baited them into confusion. They're not sure where this has gone down, and it will take them some time to get into position once again.
Both players don't have any abilities left, so it's nothing that they can use to support their attack right here than just their pure firepower, and that individual performance, that individual prowess is now needed. Well, it ain't happening. Quick one to finish it. Russ and Aslan hiding in bathroom, swinging simultaneously, bring the 5th on the board for BBL. First, as the point man is trying to find anything, gonna be eliminated. Scream and Cryptix are absolutely ready, and Scream with that spray control puts it only down to Kiro. Man doesn't stand a chance. The 12th is on the board. Liquid is around the way from advancing.
Now Soulcast is not only going to slow them, but he also, I was going to say, has the information, but they did get a little bit stuck in the mud. Screen caught by Russ, and Soulcast just spamming for his life. He knows they're going to be tagged as they go through.
Oh my god.
And Link has already managed to pick off one.
And that was actually, that was the Guardian agent of Soulcast.
That's a spike.
That is the spike, and you know, that player, it was Lego who was just hovering above the head of Soulcast, was killed by Link, so you can thank him, as Soulcast just might make the difference. The triple is in for him, the quad just might come next, and that is Sky, not finishing the case, but Yumpy does it. A beautiful finisher, and Liquid with the 13-6 win, this is one they were looking for. That looked proper solid.